What if I told you that a tiny island nation with no natural resources, no military dominance, and a population smaller than some cities, is more developed than global giants like the US, India, and China? This isn't just shocking, it's a wake-up call to the world. Welcome to a world where size doesn't equal success. Singapore, once a struggling port with zero natural resources, has transformed into one of the most advanced, safest, and richest countries on the planet. Meanwhile, many global superpowers, despite their massive economies and global influence, still battle corruption, chaos, and broken systems. In this video, we'll reveal 10 so-called superpower nations that Singapore has quietly surpassed in real-world development, quality of life, and governance. Prepare to be surprised. This isn't just a comparison, it's a lesson in leadership and vision. 10. India. India, despite being a rising economic power, is burdened by poverty, overpopulation, and a struggling infrastructure. Corruption and red tape continue to hinder progress, especially in rural areas. While India has made strides in technology and space, its basic public services remain underdeveloped. In contrast, Singapore runs on efficiency, order, and clean governance. Its public transport, healthcare, and education are world-class. Singapore focuses on quality over quantity and strategic planning over chaotic growth. With a much smaller population, Singapore offers a higher standard of living, better safety, and greater global influence per capita. India has potential, but Singapore delivers results, quietly, consistently, and impressively. 9. Brazil. Brazil is rich in resources and cultural vibrance, but it's plagued by crime, political corruption, and poor public services. Favelas reflect deep-rooted inequality, and infrastructure often crumbles under mismanagement. Education and healthcare suffer from underfunding. In comparison, Singapore, with no natural resources, built a knowledge-driven economy. Its streets are safe, governance is efficient, and corruption is nearly non-existent. While Brazil's size and diversity offer potential, Singapore's smart urban planning, clean governance, and global economic strategies put it ahead. It's not about size or natural wealth. Singapore proves that discipline, leadership, and innovation create real development. 8. South Africa. South Africa is a regional powerhouse but faces chronic issues, high crime, unreliable electricity, and income inequality. Its infrastructure is deteriorating, and unemployment is rampant. Decades after apartheid, social and economic divisions still run deep. In contrast, Singapore went from poverty to prosperity within one generation, focusing on meritocracy and national unity. Singapore's citizens enjoy 24/7 electricity, high-quality education, and secure neighborhoods. While South Africa debates reforms, Singapore implements them with precision. The difference? Visionary leadership and long-term planning. Singapore proves that political will, not just potential, defines development. 7. Mexico. Mexico has strong global trade ties and a booming industrial base, yet drug violence, corruption, and inequality stifle its progress. Many regions are unsafe, and citizens face daily threats from cartels. Public institutions lack trust and transparency. Singapore, in contrast, is one of the world's safest nations, with strict laws and a reliable justice system. Its economy thrives on financial services, logistics, and innovation, not crime or corruption. Singaporeans enjoy clean streets, fast services, and stability. While Mexico's natural potential is massive, Singapore's results-driven approach ensures higher quality of life, more economic freedom, and far better governance. 6. Turkey. Turkey bridges Europe and Asia and has significant geopolitical importance. But its economy is unstable, inflation is high, and political tensions are rising. Press freedom is shrinking, and the judiciary faces criticism. In contrast, Singapore maintains economic and political stability, ranking among the world's top for ease of doing business. Turkey's inconsistent policies scare away investors, while Singapore attracts global businesses with its clear regulations and trustworthy institutions. Despite lacking natural resources, Singapore's GDP per capita and citizen welfare far exceed Turkey's. The difference? Reliable leadership, long-term policies, and a corruption-free environment that breeds trust and growth. 5. Russia. Russia holds vast land, energy resources, and nuclear power. But its people face economic sanctions, media censorship, and limited freedoms. Corruption is systemic, and innovation is stifled by tight control. While Russia focuses on military strength, Singapore invests in education, technology, and economic openness. Singapore offers better healthcare, cleaner governance, and significantly higher life satisfaction. It ranks higher in almost every development index. Despite being a fraction of Russia's size. Where Russia uses fear and control, Singapore uses trust and planning. Development isn't just about territory or weapons, it's about the daily lives of people. And Singapore wins that battle hands down. 4. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is rich in oil but poor in diversification. Its economy depends heavily on fossil fuels, and freedom of speech and women's rights are limited. Despite flashy development projects, most progress is surface level. Singapore, with zero oil, built a resilient economy on trade, education, and clean politics. Its development is real, inclusive, and sustainable. While Saudi Arabia restricts dissent, Singapore allows innovation to flourish under strict yet fair laws. The city-state has a stronger per capita economy, better public services, and global respect. Oil money may build towers, but Singapore builds futures, with brains, not barrels. 3. China. China is a global manufacturing titan, but behind its skyscrapers lie deep issues: authoritarianism, pollution, debt-laden infrastructure, and internet censorship. Many rural areas lack basic services. Singapore, meanwhile, balances growth with freedom, environmental care, and public trust. It has no ghost cities or forced policies, just efficiency and order. While China builds fast, Singapore builds smart. With a higher GDP per capita, greater press freedom, and stronger civil services, Singapore offers a better life for its citizens. It's the quality, not just the quantity, of development that counts, and Singapore leads that scorecard with quiet confidence. 2. United States. The U.S. is the world's largest economy and military power, yet it suffers from homelessness, gun violence, crumbling infrastructure, and political polarization. Healthcare is expensive and unequal, and social divisions are growing. Singapore, on the other hand, offers universal healthcare, clean cities, near-zero crime, and cohesive governance. Its transport, schools, and digital infrastructure are top-tier. Where the U.S. is often divided and chaotic, Singapore is focused and future-ready. Despite its size, Singapore outranks America in quality of life, safety, and even some education benchmarks. It proves that smart policy and unity can outperform even the richest superpower. 1. United Kingdom. Once a global empire, the UK today faces a cost-of-living crisis, NHS struggles, and post-Brexit uncertainty. Public trust in institutions is waning, and economic growth has slowed. Singapore, a former British colony, now outshines the UK in public services, infrastructure, and global competitiveness. It has leapfrogged the UK in tech innovation, ease of doing business, and citizen satisfaction. Singapore's public housing is among the world's best, while the UK battles housing shortages. The irony is loud. A tiny nation that once looked up to the UK now serves as a model of modern development. Discipline, not history, determines who leads today, and Singapore leads proudly.